Are you thinking about starting your journey with automation using n8n? Today I'm going to break down the 3 ways you can use to host the n8n platform and get the best of that. But first, coffee. And to be really honest, I love the n8n platform. It's one of the most full, complete, versatile platform that I ever seen, and especially the community. My gosh, the community is huge. So, and coffee is so important as well. Because you are starting let me just share my screen over here. There we go. And because you are, I will guess, you are starting your n8n automation journey, you are looking around and trying to figure out where to host your platform. So let me just write this down. The n8n can be hosted in 3 different ways. The first one is cloud base. And this cloud base is from the n8n platform itself. So you go there, you sign up for the platform, and you pay. Yeah. If I want to break it down, the cheap one, the most expensive, and the free version, the most expensive one is the cloud base. But come on, it's not that expensive as well. So in today's day, yeah, the day I'm recording this video, I believe, we're gonna double check that, but I believe the basic plan, where you can do like 2,500 automations, you will pay something around $24 a month or $20 a month when you pay for the full year ahead. So it's not that expensive, but still $24, and that's from the list of 3, the most expensive one. The second one is via VPS. VPS. The second one is via VPS. And using VPS, you're gonna pay a little less. So let's say 1 in here, and I'm gonna put like 3 in here. You're gonna pay a little less because you are paying for the hosting and you are not paying for the platform itself. n8n is an open source. It's an open code, kind of open code. And you're not gonna pay for the n8n itself. You're gonna pay just for the hosting. And depending on how powerful is the hosting, the more money you pay. And it is possible to start as little as $6, $7, maybe $8. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna leave a link in the description below, so you can click there and check it out. The provider that I use, which is Hostinger, and it's so great. It's so great. They never let me down. So it's really, really good. The next one is the self-hosted, the fully self-hosted. Let me see if you can see that. Yeah, the self-hosted. This option I will put as a free. Why? Because the installation goes in your machine. But can I give you advice? If you are starting right now, if this is one of the first interactions that you have with n8n, I highly recommend avoiding the free version. Because you will basically need to install Docker and then the n8n from a Git repository. You don't know what is that? See? That's the problem. You're gonna need to follow a few steps. If you type here on YouTube, yeah, how to install, let's double check that, yeah. So how to install n8n locally. How to install n8n locally. There are so many videos out here, and step by step. You can use ChatGPT as well, okay? Right, so basically, this is how you do. Installing n8n locally, what is an n8n, the basic local install, the simple local install, and so on and so forth. Yeah, a lot of commands you have to type on the command line, and a lot of verifications, a lot of configuration. But basically, at the end, actually, it's not a big step. Yeah, at the end, you should be able to bring the n8n platform up and running. If you switch it off, if you turn off your PC or your laptop, everything goes down. So there is no way later on to leave a workflow running 24/7 because that relies into your local desktop or laptop. That's what I'm saying. If you are starting right now, if you're a beginner, don't go down that route. Yeah, try to invest, and it's not spending money, it's investing money. Invest a little bit into a VPS or cloud base. Okay, so let's talk about the cloud base. I'm gonna go to the n8n website. So n8n website, which is this one, the n8n.io. I'm gonna click there, and right now the page looks like this. They change a lot, so maybe when you are seeing the page, they change colors or layout or anything like that. And if you go up right in the middle, you can see pricing. And this pricing is where we're gonna spend a little bit of time right now. So basically, they have 4 plans. The cheap one is the starter, and then we go pro, and then we go down here to business and enterprise. Right now, I'm gonna focus on the starter. Starter starts at $20 a month when you build annually. If you change this button in here to monthly, yes, I was right, $24 a month, build annually. Okay, great. You can start a free trial, and I believe the free trial is somewhere around 14 days, 7 days maybe. I need to double check that. And this plan will give you 2.5K workflow executions, so 2,500 workflow executions. If you are just learning n8n, you're probably not gonna get any near to the 2,500 workflow executions. But if you are using the n8n as a way to make money, you are selling the projects, you are selling the workflows, customers are using this one, you will get really close and maybe go above that. And the starter plan doesn't give you the option to change the number of workflows, increase the number of workflows. That increment you can get from the pro plan. Pro plan, it costs $60. You can go from 10,000 executions to 50,000 executions, or a custom plan that, of course, is going to cost you way more. Okay, it's going to be hosted by n8n, and you can have one share project, so you can share with someone, only one. You can have 5 current executions, and you can also have unlimited users, which is great, and the forum support. So there is no way to call them, there is no way to chat with them. Every single problem that you have, you're gonna need to go to the forum for support. But I'm gonna say that the community is huge, yeah? And talking about community, I do have a school community just for automations. The link is in the description below. Just click there and check it out. Amazing people there, and we talk about automations, yeah, and how can you make money with automations, especially with n8n. So it's really great. Check it out. So as I say, the community is great, yeah. The forum, it's full of information, a lot of tutorials as well, but it's still a forum. There is no way to ask them directly, yeah. That's the basic plan. That's the starter one. If you move to the pro plan, $60 a month, And here is another recommendation. If you are just learning, you don't need the pro plan. Okay, you can do a starter, totally fine. You can have three shared projects, 20 current executions, 7 days of insights, admin roles, and global variables, and so on and so forth. Most of this stuff you don't know if you're gonna need it or not. I'm gonna say you don't need it at the beginning. Maybe later when you start making a good money with n8n and the workflows. Right now, nope, live like that. And if you are running a business and thinking about starting implementing AI automations, workflow automations into your business, you can go to the business account, $800 a month, or when is billed monthly, I believe the annual subscription is 667, so kind of a great discount. But basically, this is the cloud-based hosting. So cloud-based hosting is using the n8, oops, and, where's my 8? And, is not writing. What's going on? n8, there you go. n8n.io. So you go there. Second, VPS. VPS, you will host a spot into someone's data center, and this someone data center can be AWS, can be DigitalOcean, can be Hostinger, which is the one that I use, and it's great, it's amazing. You can host in somebody's data center a session that we call instance. Why is my pen not working? Instance, and pay for the resources that you are using it. So you can start really small and then just scale up your instance. Let's double check the. Let me open a new window and go hostinger.com. I'm gonna leave the link below, so the link goes straight to Hostinger, self-hosted n8n. It is, I click on the top, self-hosted n8n, okay? And over here you can see the pricing plan. So the first option of self-hosting is the KVM1, which is $4.99 when you pay, I believe is an annual plan, is it? Let me double check. Let me just close here. I believe it is. Where is the toggle to move or to change from annual to monthly? No, I don't believe. You choose the plan and then you go and choose how long you want to pay. Yeah, there we go. So if it's a 24 months, $6.99, which is you are saving $264. If you use my link below, you're gonna save more money. If it's just a month, it will end up in $9.99, but the renew, which is in a month time, will be $17. Okay, $17. Renews at $17. So you start paying $9.99 and then you end up paying $17.99. So it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. So if I were you, I will go to a minimum of 12 months using the link below, of course, so you can save more money and work from. Okay. Can I start with the basic one? Yes, of course you can. You're gonna see it's a little slow, especially when you run multiple automations. I remember the first time I started, I went to the cloud base and then I moved to the VPS one and I chose the KMS2. Actually, I do have one instance KMS2 that I can do most of my basic automations, even the advanced automations as well. But I don't run more than 4 or 5 automations at the same time, yeah, with this KVM2. Great. What does the KVM2 give you? 2 CPU cores, 8 gig of RAM, and 100 gigs of disk space. It's a fast disk space, and 8 terabytes of bandwidth. I never got even close to use all the space available, neither the bandwidth available, okay? You can do a lot with that. What is the best part? Can you see anywhere the limitation of workflows running at the same time, or the limitation of executions, like you see over here, 2,500 executions and 5 current executions or workflows running, yeah?
Can you see that over
Can you
here?
see that? No, because it doesn't exist. You are paying for the VPS, yeah? If you want to run 20 executions in there, you can. Is it going to slow down the process? Yes. And that's where you need to figure out if you want to move to the higher tier or more resources, or you can keep that and just disable a few workflows, yeah? But look, unlimited workflows, unlimited current executions, community nodes, n8n queue mode, n8n with 100 pre-made workflows, and one-click n8n installation. Again, for beginners, this is one of the best options. I would say, that's my opinion, I would say this is the best option so far. Yeah, this is the best option. Hostinger, API, community, and so on and so forth. So basically, look how expensive you can go. You can go to a 8-core CPU, 32 gig RAM, 400 gig space, and 32 terabytes bandwidth for $19.99. Annually is going to be what? I don't know. 200? No, less than 200. With my discount code, it's going to be less than that. So 24 months. No, that's 24, yeah. Let's go for 12. 12 is $299. With my link below, is going to be less than that, yeah. I believe 20% more discount. That's the KVM8.
Do I need that right now?
No, you don't. You just need the KVM2 to start exploring everything you want with n8n. Okay? So KVM, or the VPS, in my opinion, as I said, is the best option. Okay? Can you go cloud? Yes. Yes. Are you going to pay more for less? Basically, same thing, yeah? If you are just learning, it's the same thing. I would prefer learn spending less money than more money. Other than that, that was a great talk, and I see you in the next video.